2,
2,
1.
1. And we are live.
All right then. Hello everyone. I wasn't ready for this. I got an emergency call from the Discord team, telling me that they needed a run to fill in. So I'm here. Hello, this is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and I'm gonna be doing an old Time Patrols run, which is basically I play through the story, but I get to skip way more cutscenes. It's basically the story without a bunch of the fluff. Just need to get in this building. Time begins when I get control of my character on the first fight, so I'll give a countdown for that. And yeah, I just have to go through all of these except these two.
Could I give the honorary countdown for timers?
Yes. Let me just set it up.
Just let me know when to start countdown and I'll start.
All right. Okay, you can start the countdown now.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is Raditz, the first fight, and he's done. So I think I should mention about this run is that I'm playing as my maxed out character. So you know, I get to just stomp a lot of these fights. That's basically the intro of the story, the very first fight in the game. So you know, Raditz, he dies instantly because you're supposed to be a level 1 character, not a level 91 one. Now there's some cutscenes that I can't skip. One thing that lets you know that the cutscenes that you need to skip are over is if the autosave icon appears in the bottom right, which is like a green arrow. The moment that appears, that means I can stop spamming and I can go to the next fight. So I'm basically gonna be going all of these fights in order. So next is, I think it's Nappa and Vegeta when they invade Earth after Raditz shows up and he dies. Just need to skip a bunch of cutscenes. Alright, there we go. So this is one of the many fights where you're forced to wait. I basically won at this point. I just have to wait for the dialogue to end for the next fight to start. Just gonna.
So strong yet familiar.
That must mean it's Goku. He's kept us waiting
There's really
long
nothing
enough.
to say here. I'm just waiting for the dialogue.
Something's a little off. Who's the other presence closing in then? I sense something along with Goku. Something evil.
Whoever or whatever it is, it's slowing Goku down, and the others can't hold out much longer. We have no choice. Find an opening and get over to Goku.
Look at those eyes. They're bright red.
There we go. Okay, so autosave icon, so I can go to the next one immediately without having to skip anything. So one major difference between the first and the second game, aside from the second game having a more fluid combat, is the villains you deal with. In the second game, you fight with a lot of like movie characters. So you know, here's Turles.
Of course, you and
Once again, I have to wait for the game to tell me that I won.
We're both disposable, low-class warriors. Make no mistake. I'll tell you now that I am done with that life. One day soon, everyone will kneel before Turles.
Just gonna bully him.
Do you read me? My partner is currently en route to your location.
Boy.
Turles is a dangerous opponent. You need teamwork to bring him down.
My name is Turles. I watched you fight.
Alright, there we go. Is that the second one? Yeah, an autosave icon, so I can go to the next one. Yeah, it's this game is basically, this run is basically wait for cutscenes of the run. Alright, so now I have to fight Nappa and Vegeta.
What the heck are you doing here? Kakarot, don't tell me you've come here
Alright,
to
that's
make
Nappa
some
done.
pathetic joke about beating us or something.
Piccolo. Tien. Yamcha.
Alright, we're not done though. Wait, no, I'm a liar. We are done, but
Good.
I forget that the next one is a different mission. You know, I have to wait for it to load, and I think there's a cutscene. Yeah, there's a cutscene, and now we're fighting monkeys. I gotta kill Nappa first. Also, this is the whole thing about Xenoverse. The timelines are wrong. As you know, only Vegeta turns into a great ape, but in the game, Nappa also does it. So, yeah, your OC is here to fix that. I'm just gonna charge up. To wait for him to stop jumping. There's a problem with this fight, and is that if you hit him, well, he's on in the air, he falls down, and then he becomes like invincible for way too long.
He became a great ape, but he'll turn back and cut his tail off. Go on, let's go cut off that tail.
He needs to stop doing that.
Hey guys! He's cutting the tail off.
Alright, there we go.
You just need to draw the great ape's attention.
He's so...
Alright, that was the Great Ape fights.
All right.
I think there's cutscenes here that I have to skip. Have to wait for the autosave icon to get me out of here. Alright, there we go. Now, that was the Saiyan Saga. Now we're going to the Frieza Saga, which is actually the longest part of the game. Believe it or not. It has the most fights in the story mode. It's kind of funny. I'm just waiting for the game to let me let me play. All right, so this is the part where Sarbon and Dodoria are here, and I need to ignore Dodoria actually. I have to fight Sarbon. Dodoria leaves the map after a while, so I just need to lower this guy's health so the game can let me escape.
Dodoria, go after the runs. I can take care of this myself.
Listen, your job is taking that guy down. It's helping Kremlin is home.
All right, there we go. A lot of the story fights, you don't even get to beat them. It's just once you get them low enough, it triggers the next dialogue, so you can actually leave. Okay, so going back to the whole movie characters, Lord's Dog is not here. I'm just gonna beam him.
Who in the universe is that?
And now we're at the part where I have to wait for dialogue again. I guess I could explain what my setup is. The special attacks that I'm using is Emperor's Death Beam, which is the beam spam. I got Nappa's Giant Storm as well, which is very good to like remove people quickly. I got some items that I can use to heal up or charge up if I need them like quickly. I got God Splitter, which is a really fun move because you can just keep people in place and then keep hitting them. Got Broly's Blaster Shell, and my character is Imagine, so I get to use Imagine Kamehameha. I couldn't show it. Well, yeah, that was Lord Slug's introduction. It's basically the same as Turles. And the reason they're both like pretty much the same in terms of like what happens in the story mode is because in the actual a normal run where you have all the cutscenes, you can choose between starting on Namek or starting on the Saiyan Saga.
Dodoria's power level is rising. History will be altered if we don't act.
Now I'm fighting Dodoria, and I'm done with Dodoria.
Nice.
You know, the game goes really fast at the start because, you know, I'm like obscenely over level. Oh, that's cutscenes. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now that we're done with like the intro sections, so to speak, at this point, doesn't matter which route you started with. At this point, the runs converge again. Yeah, sorry that I'm having a hard time explaining this. I tend to start a sentence and the fight ends before I can go to the next sentence. Yeah, you know, that kind of happens when you're the level 99 player on a level 10 story mode. But we're at the part where the Ginyu Force is introduced. So first we fight Rikum and Guldo. Doesn't matter which order you kill them, you have to kill them both. So let me just get rid of Rikum. I'm gonna go smash this guy. There's also an infinite combo that I can do by using a little like key blast in between my kicks.
Good.
Right, the autosave so I can go to the next one. Yeah, last time that I was in this marathon, I played the normal run, which starts with the normal New Game Plus, which starts with a brand new character.
Already? No way. Even though it was a surprise attack. What's going on?
Okay, now I have to wait for dialogue to get their health bar further down. Right now they have plot armor.
It can't be. How did he?
So what's it gonna be, guys? How about giving up and going home? Or would you rather end up like that one?
What the? Who the hell are you?
I'm Goku, a Saiyan from Earth, or so they tell me.
Darn it! The Ginyu Force will not be insulted by an ape like you! I have no idea who or what you are. But how could I
Not
be
yet.
beaten by a blob?
Just look at them. They're panicking. Well, with
Can I hurt him now?
everything should be fine.
No.
Goku, always
Oh, I think I need to wait for Goku to tell me to help him.
all the fun for himself.
There we go.
I'm not sure who you are, but thanks for saving Krillin and Gohan.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so I only need to. I don't know if it's specifically Birder or I can do it with Jais too, but I just need to get one of them almost dead to trigger the next part of the story.
It looks like you were too late.
What's happening? Their energy levels suddenly shot way up. Wait,
Alright, so that's one down.
someone's coming this way. It's not Krillin.
Okay, so now I just have to wait. I just need to kill Birder in this one.
Must be.
But I think killing both makes it faster. I don't know. I've never tried this.
Nice.
But now that I know this, I should start spamming my abilities more. So as you saw, they were glowing purple. That's incorrect. They were being artificially boosted. You know, that's part of the timeline being wrong. And now Trunks is here, except it's Ginyu. So you know that's another problem with the timeline. Take him away. So I need to focus this guy. Okay. I have to wait for Trunks to show up in Ginyu's body. So for now I'm just gonna punch him. So I can get him as slow as I can for the next part of the fight.
Jeez! Hey! What in the world
Right,
are
there
you
we go.
doing? Getting Ginyu! Forgive me, sir! Deserting your post during our
Just gonna let him punch Goku while I wait.
I won't tolerate such insubordination! So sorry, Captain! No, I didn't think you'd come back in a different body! No excuses! You have to be ready at all times! You were lazy!
can do things.
Ginyu, give me back my body. You think I'll just give it back because you asked? Don't worry though. You've got a strong.
Now I have to wait for more dialogue.
Good use of it.
Just gonna stamina break him.
Look very nice, but you're here to help. Well, whatever. Let's take
Oh,
care
there's
of those guys.
there's a couple of goons
This timeline.
that are trying to absorb energy from, you know, that's liberated from these fights that shouldn't be happening.
Except the one that
They're being introduced in a bit,
let him go.
but for now I just have to we just have to worry about, you know, the timelines being
Not
fucked.
exactly. This is all.
Alright, there we go.
Lost? How can this be?
The fight isn't over though, because there's another cutscene.
Looks like the tables have turned again.
So at this point, Ginyu gets in Goku's body.
Wonderful job, guy I've seen somewhere before.
What happened is Turles helped him
Member of the
by holding
Ginyu Force.
Goku in place. And
I appreciate
stop!
the offer,
Just
but I think
stop! Just stop moving! Let me punch you!
other things I need to do.
Oh wait! Oh, I missed.
Curtis, just when I thought
All right, there we go. Okay, so as I was saying, the whole thing is that there's two new villains that were added in the first game. That their whole plan is to revive the demon realm with this energy that we're generating from fixing the timelines, basically. That's the whole shtick. You know, evil man bad. Okay, so now we're done with the Ginyu Force. We're up to the actual Frieza saga now. So now we're just waiting. We're just waiting for this to load. Let me punch him. Okay, so this one is easy. I just have to lower his health. And there we go. When he says this is your final warning, that means I hit the trigger for the thing to end. So from this point I just have to wait. Fortunately this one actually has the skippable dialogue. You know, I can just go straight for that trigger the moment I hit him at a certain threshold.
Still too late.
And, you know, now I have to do this.
Dende will reunite with the Earthlings. He will tell them the password you want to obtain so badly.
What? You worms! This was nothing but a diversion!
All right, you've tied up that end nicely. Now to find Turles and Slug.
Hold on a minute. Turles and Slug are right by the Dragon Balls.
What did you say? They've already gone off to steal them.
Ow!
You'll never make
Ow!
it in time.
Rude!
Oh, what should we do now?
We can't do anything. Just come back.
Alright, that's it. That's it.
There's no time to be thoughtful. It's an emergency.
Exactly. Just be quiet and let me think.
Alright, there we go. So now this fight is over. And so now I just go smash through the rating and go to the next one. Okay, so at this point I'm fighting both Slug and Turles. So right now I just have to get him low enough until they get their prog armor. There we go, Slug is done, I'm just gonna kick him away.
This is fruit from the tree of fight, infused with the power of the demon realm. My energy keeps expanding.
Alright, now I wait for dialogue.
Completely invincible.
I'm just gonna
You
use
think
this.
you can beat me?
I'm just gonna let him punch the child while I charge up.
Next to a mountain.
Won't lose to you. You hear me? You'll never have the Dragon Balls.
If you
No,
say
hit the
so,
child, not me.
boy.
Child's right there. Go for the child.
Kinda hoping you'd tag along with me.
Dude,
But
stop.
Oz,
No.
The more I think about it, I'd have
where
to
is
be
he?
a pretty big
Oh, he's
fool
punching
to
the child
take on
now.
that traitor Kakarot's brat. I'm just not that desperate. What? Is something funny, Slug?
All this power brings me one step closer to ruling the universe.
Man, it's like a real Dragon Ball episode. They just never stop talking.
It's incredible! Once this is finished, you're next, Turles. I hope you're prepared.
Don't be so cold, Slug. Wanderers like us should stick together.
If you swear to become my loyal servant,
I'm just gonna stamina
I
break you
might
just
consider
because I
it.
feel like it.
I, politely refuse.
Huh. But we might never get along anyway.
Go on.
Mr. Krillin, are you okay?
Somehow.
This fight is too dangerous. They need to leave the area for their safety.
Huh? Leave this to you. You want us to take the Dragon Balls?
Gohan, we'll be in the way if we stick around. Sometimes you need to trust in others, you know?
I understand. Thank you.
I don't know who you are, but I owe you a lot.
What's happening? I feel a surge of pure dark energy.
Is Toa's doing? She must have tainted the fruit somehow.
There we go. I know they're like super angry.
You'll have to get through me first.
Oh no.
Blast it! I'm going to stop Turles and Slug. You take care of Mira.
I almost got hit by that.
Stay safe, all right? Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm going in.
This feels absolutely incredible.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm joining in. I'm sure the mirror problem is in good hands. Now, I have to focus on my own job.
Alright, there we go.
Nice.
So that was an overly long fight because of words. But yeah, that was Turles' log. They won't be bothering us anymore. I think. Yeah, they won't be showing up anymore. Now we're at the part where Frieza is fighting the dudes. You know, we skipped Form 2 and 3. And now here I don't do anything. I have to wait for him to kill Vegeta, so...
I figured he'd be like huge, right?
This is the RNG section of the game. I have to hope he does it in a timely fashion.
He's been going easy on us so far.
So, you know, now I have to wait.
Gather the Dragon Balls and make those wishes. I'm sorry.
You're hitting the wrong guy. Hit the vegetable. Hit the vegetable.
I made you a promise, remember?
That is a wind instrument. You're wrong, Frieza. You're wrong. He's right. Hit him. Hit him. Punch him.
Secretly lending him strength. Goku should arrive before much longer. Do
That's
your
it. I'm
best
starting to cancel combos.
Until then.
Go. Go. No. Get.
I'll show you something great. Wait, you really believe you can beat Frieza?
Come on, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, keep going.
You're
Come on.
really
Come on, you got this. You got this.
Perhaps.
Just one more. Just one more. There you go.
Smile while you stiff.
This is no fun. You seem to have lost the will to fight.
Sorry I'm late. I'll take care of the rest. Frieza, can I ask you to do something? I'd like to ask if you'd give me a little bit of time.
Alright, I skipped a lot of dialogue by hitting him really hard.
There's something I have to try. All right, Vegeta. This is for you.
No, throw it.
Saying.
Throw it.
Oh, it's a spirit bomb. That's yours.
Now throw it. I'm just gonna point out I had a 10-second like lead on my PB, and because Frieza took like 20 years to kill the guy, I'm at 30 seconds like below now. Like I'm actually pissed. I'm upset. I hate this game's AI so much, and I hate having to rely on it. Anyway, Krillin's dead. So now Goku is yellow. Just gonna delete Frieza. Did he just... That's just uncalled for. Can't believe he just avoided my death. How dare you? How dare you?
Good.
Okay, now the planet is gonna explode in 5 minutes. But hey, who's this? Yeah, that's right. Cooler shows up here now. And this is actually a huge like difficulty spike in the game because they just gave them the hardest AI in the game for no reason. So when you're like a normal player on a normal character that isn't like level boosted, you get your ass kicked. Like, I don't have any issues because my character is broken, but this AI is just not fair when at this point in the story. I can do that too.
You think we're just going to let time go?
There's no need for that. It's done anyway. You know it.
Alright, there we go.
Good.
Good. Now I have to skip a bunch of cutscenes again. And because this is like the end of an arc, so, you know, it wraps it up. I don't want it to wrap it up. I want to go home. Alright, so now we're in the Android saga. So this is past the point where all the memes happen, and now we're with Cell immediately. There's just cutscenes that I need to skip.
I only want to know Goku's location. Will you tell me or not?
You want to know, so you can go kill him. I won't betray him by telling you.
Then our fight will be
Ow, he threw it at me.
until you change your mind.
How dare you throw a windpipe at me? That's not cool.
It's Cell 17.
Okay, so now I'm fighting Cell. Piccolo dies by default. You can't do anything about it. He is supposed to die. And I think getting Cell low enough just triggers Piccolo dying immediately.
Why are you so eager to throw your life away? Do you really have that little regard for your own life?
What are you doing? I'll end your mission.
Alright. So that's that. At this point, 17 has been absorbed. And also at this point, 18 has also been absorbed. That happened off screen. Just FYI. Yeah, it just happens. And it is supposed to happen. You're not supposed to stop that from happening. That would be ruining the timelines. And this is Mira. This is one of the villains that I mentioned at the start of the run. This is one of the guys that's behind the timelines being messed. and Goku gives up. Basically, I have to get Mira to a certain health, and it triggers the whole thing where Goku's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll send my child to fight this monster. I'm a good dad. I'm just gonna punch him and kick him while I... No, don't hit me with that. No. Alright, there we go. No, this is the part where the Cell Jr. show up. They're fairly weak.
Sorry, you simply cannot win. Sure, they look small, but remember,
A giant storm should be enough to delete them.
Cell Juniors are the real
I need to kill 3 of them.
Make sure they don't hurt anyone. You're fighting.
really strong. I owe you, whoever you are.
And at this point, I skip dialogue by doing this. And now this is the part where 16's severed head is talking to Satan to send to like throw him at Gohan, so Gohan can go Super Saiyan 2. So basically, I have to do absolutely nothing until the game's telling me I can keep playing. So you know what that means.
You're right. I have to. If there's some no-name out there causing trouble, the champ can't stand back and do nothing. All right, here goes. Yeah!
It's the android!
Gohan, there is nothing wrong with fighting for a just cause. Let the anger built up inside you flow freely. There is no need to hold it back any longer. Please protect the
I think I'm
plants,
just gonna die.
the animals, and the world I loved so much.
I'm just gonna die.
You've prattled on long enough.
I think Tia's gonna die.
failure.
Oh hey Yamcha, oh bye. Alright, now I have to kill the rest of the children.
At last, you reveal yourself. Now this is what I've longed for.
Gohan has really unlocked his potential. Except, unlike the
Now explode. That was a double kill.
Good.
Okay. I have to kill 30 metal coolers now.
Cell games are open to anyone.
They're incredibly weak.
Then we will be participating as well.
What in the world?
Very well. Allow me to welcome you to this.
So there's another movie that's getting involved. You know, both cooler and metal cooler.
And now, who is this metal cooler character? And why are there so many coolers? Metal coolers.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Technology contained in the big Yeti star.
No, come back. Come back. Let me punch you. Let me punch you. Oh wait, no, stop, dude.
So they can participate in the cell games.
God, Jesus.
Have to stop it somehow. They just keep coming.
Yeah, Trunks, you have to join in too. If you go to the one, go cover the other.
All right, there we go. No, it wouldn't, because it would take me longer to deal with them, and I have to deal with 30 of them. And I'm only 8 in. I'm just gonna blow them up. So normally the general strat in this one is having a different like super soul You know, at this point, in the normal run, I normally run the double XP one to level up faster for the story. And then at this point, I would switch to the one that gives me full key whenever I kill one. So I would just be spamming this. But because I need to... because I can't just go away and change it. You know, I could, but the amount of time it would take me to load it into the overworld, change my super soul, load back in here, and choose the mission again, it would be way longer than if I just did it like this. But the general strat is just spam Giant Storm. Because of that, you can just get multiple ones in one go. I got 4 in one go. And if I had the Super Soul equipped, I would have my key back, but I don't. And I already explained why. So now I just have to destroy. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am. I just know I have to kill. Stop.
Alright, you just have to hold them back until the metal coolers stop coming.
And that's it. That's 30 coolers down.
Good.
And now I'm at the end of the saga. At least the Cell Saga.
I'll support you from the time beast, okay? You gotta take it from here.
Oh, thanks to my sane self. Returning to health from a near-death experience has only made me even more powerful. What's so funny? Have you gone insane?
My overconfidence got my dad killed. I'm glad I can avenge him. I'm wanting to destroy you with my own 2 hands.
Self-power is still being enhanced by Goha's magic. You have to save Goha and beat Cell.
All right, that was the Cell Saga. There was like nothing. There's like nothing really to explain. It's just me fighting the Green Man. And now we're in a different part of the Android Saga. This is the future Gohan arc. Just need to go through more cutscenes. All right. So just know that every time a character is like glowing purple like that, it just means they're more powerful than they should be. So by default, this timeline is wrong.
Stronger than the others. I'll do what I can. You have to get out of here. Hurry!
I will destroy whoever interferes.
All right, so that's the first part of the fight. Now I'm fighting Mira again. He shows up and it's annoying.
You're just
So at this point, I have to weigh him down.
so
Okay, now I have to wait for Trunks to show up.
It's Mira. But there's no way you're strong enough to beat Mira. And after that fight,
Stay there. No. Go fight the other guy. No, leave me alone. Go away.
Who is this guy? How is he so strong?
You fool. I'll put you out of your misery very soon.
That's a big ball.
two of them will go on. Damn it! Hey!
What are you doing, Trunks? Stop it!
All right, there we go. Now I can fight him.
Nice! Your time.
Why can't I beat you? Even against 3 of you.
The Dragon Ball GT doesn't exist. That's a myth. That's not a thing. Alright, so hey, it's 16 again.
What is 16 doing? Something isn't right. Destroy. He's so strong.
And he's down.
Should be far more powerful.
Never mind, he's back.
You're in your perfect form? Funny you should ask, really. You might be interested to know that I have solved 17 and 18. Number 17 and 18? But that's impossible.
I honestly have no idea
And
where in the
also,
timeline is this supposed to be
how
happening.
Is it that you know my name? Oh, wait.
Yeah, Cell, nobody cares about your monologue. I just want you out of here.
Nice!
Anyway, that was. I think that's all of the. Yeah, that's all of the Android saga. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, my brain turned off for a second there. Now we're in the Boo saga. And you could see there was Broly and there was Janemba. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with those as well. More movie characters. And one of the worst ones is that. I hate old Broly so much.
It's you! What are you looking at? My way. Energy is completely off the charts. He's coming this way. This is no time for the 2 of us to be fighting. Fine, I can wait. You'd be too distracted by Majin Buu to give me a real fight anyway. Vegeta, you're right. We can do it if we fight Majin Buu together. Even you are vulnerable when you're not being careful, Kakarot. I released Majin Buu, so I'll deal with him. After that, we'll have our fight, assuming I'm still alive.
Still going. There we go.
Is this clumsy-looking idiot Majin Buu? I'm not going to break. Broly's out of the picture. That's your history back on track.
I can't skip that one. So now he's supercharged.
Who wasn't this strong at the correct time? What is this? He's not just strong, he's immortal.
Okay. Now I can do anything. I have to wait for him, for the game to tell me that I win. This is the whole part where Vegeta stops being dumb and sacrifices himself. I just have to wait for it to happen. You know, character development, it has to happen. At the expense of my time.
Nice! Your time.
So that was the Big Boo fight. Now we're at the Super Boo fight.
Here to be my snack? You're all squishy, so I'll turn you into pudding!
I thought it would be an easy win. This is really bad.
Can't win this on his own. Stranger, listen
Alright,
up.
I win.
Got a bit of a job for you.
Fortunately, this one doesn't have it doesn't have dialogue that I have to wait for. It's just sort of like a weird thing that happens when you get him low enough. It just sort of stops. And now this is the part where he fights Gohan, I guess. I actually don't remember this part. It's been years since I watched it. Dude, stop throwing him away.
Are you really Gohan?
And Broly's back.
What? Broly? Still alive? You really
The worst character in Dragon Ball is back. Hell yeah.
at the same time. Don't get him anywhere near Gohan.
Go away.
Stronger than ever. You have to make sure he doesn't get back up this time.
And you have to proceed to explode. That didn't count. That didn't hit him. It didn't hit him. Why did it not hit him?
Wait a minute.
He wasn't the explosion. Why didn't it hit him? Well, whatever. I win. You two can do stuff. It's gonna go away.
Right? Find a way to distract Boo and go try to help Vegeta.
All right, there we go.
Nice.
Now at this point, I am in hell, and I have to break Vegeta out because this man is present.
Nimba? Is he on their side now too? This is bad.
Who's that guy anyway?
He's a monster made from pure evil that collected in the soul cleansing machine.
So it seems that the only way out of this hell is through you. If you're looking for a fight, you.
All right, there we go.
Good.
So now that we got Boo and Janemba out of the way, and Broly, like 3 times. Broly showed up 3 times. He just shows up 3 times. I hate Broly so much. Anyway, now there's more stuff that I need to skip, and now we're in the Kid Buu fight.
How did you get here? No, it's not important now. Listen, if you're here, it means you're
He is going into the soup.
We need time.
Never mind, he's not going into the soup.
Don't mess this up.
Hey, we're going to need a lot more if we want to beat Boo. I know that.
What are you all waiting for? Come on, people, hurry and help! Are you all going to refuse me? Hercule? I'm the one fighting Majin
Okay,
Buu.
now I have to wait for Hercule to tell people to do the thing.
Well, it can't be helped. This had to be said to gain their trust.
It's here!
Whoa!
Alright, that was the Buu saga. we're nearing the end. There's like two arcs that I have to deal with, and then we're good. No, never mind. There's also 2 more fights that are gonna be really bad, and you'll see why when I'm dealing with them. So now we're fighting this strange man that, for whatever reason, kind of looks like Goku, but not quite. I'm not entirely sure who he could be. It's a whole mystery. I don't know who this man is. It's a strange man. I don't know who you are, and you're gone. I wonder who that was. It really makes no sense. Why was he here? Like, he's not Goku. I don't have the stamina. Leave me alone.
Forget it. I'm going in there. Hold it. Just cool your jets. You're not allowed in this bit of history, and you know it.
Alright, that's it.
Wow.
That's it.
And now there's
That's
another
it.
one. This must have you pretty steamed, huh, Beerus? I'm running short on patience. Listen up, all of you. I want you out of here. Don't be quiet. Just sit back and watch.
Alright, there we go. So this is the God arc, you know, where when Beerus shows up and Goku becomes the Red Goku. You know, this strange man that I do not know who he is shows up, and then Mira shows up. And now Beerus is angry. Because the Supreme Kai of Time is a terrible cook, and she brought pudding that tastes like absolute shit. And now Beerus is angry at me.
Your cooking is the cause of this. It's driven the god of this.
So now I have to punch him.
Oh, it's nothing really.
Please, that was not a compliment. I would really like to avoid any further trouble.
Blast it all. I came here for a fight.
After what you ate, it's no longer a possibility. Just rest for a while. Oh my, you are quite capable, aren't you? Do not be so humble. Simply being a Magi would not create such incredible strength. Looking for work? You could be the next god of destruction.
Alright, that was Beerus. As usual, you don't really kill him. He just sort of stops. So now I have to wait for more loading screens because this is the end of a quote-unquote arc. So I have to wait. There we go. Now we're in the resurrection of Frieza thingy, where he becomes the Oscar trophy. I have to kill 15 of these goons.
In the meantime,
It's the same gimmick as Metal Coolers, but they have like actual AI this time, so they're extra annoying.
but I guess I have to help you. Hey, citizen, you're now a temporary member of the Super Elite Galactic Patrol.
And the power coming forward feels so strange. Do what you can to hold them off until my dad and Goku arrive. Who is that?
Moma has a couple of really powerful friends. You look funny, but you can sure fight. Still, you do look funny.
What's going on?
Well now, this isn't remotely unsuspected. To think they'd go out of their way to avoid killing anyone. Quite kind of them, wouldn't you say? Goku didn't even try to kill me, despite my unspeakable evil. Yes, everyone has such splendid, wonderful manners, don't they? It makes me want to vomit.
Alright, there we go. That was annoying.
There he is! Frieza's finally shown himself!
And now I fight Frieza.
Had been slipping, but this is disturbing. I do believe you'll provide some amusement for a short while. I haven't had the displeasure of seeing your kind before. Just try not to bore me.
That! Frieza is actually losing ground!
He's become a monster beyond our understanding.
But now, do we all rush him?
No, don't do that. Go away.
I've done enough for you as it is.
Hey, Goku is ready for instant transmission, so raise your power as high as it'll go.
Huh? All right, let's do it.
Does he have to do this every time? You're calling him, aren't you?
Alright, there we go. That was annoying.
Nice.
So now that that's out of the way, we can do the next one.
That power's incredible. Might be too hot. He really does look like Frieza. How in the world did he...
What's this? Metal Cooler has appeared. Oh no! I cannot believe that the Metal Cooler would be recycled for the 30th time.
I have been reborn with new power. Today our family will stand astride the universe once more.
So you think we'll let that happen? Kakarot, this one's mine to deal with. You can handle Frieza.
Thank you, Vegeta. You're also capable of taking on that form. Then you'll do as an opponent. But even the two of you have no chance of defeating me.
There's nothing in the universe we can't handle.
It isn't over yet.
Oh,
It isn't over
so
yet.
this is a strawberry sundae? Seems to be using that ice cream stuff as a base.
And this is a fruit? It reminds me of Planet Manu's giant frog brain. It's so juicy and delicious.
Hello? Can you hear me? Lord Beerus and Lord Lee?
What is it?
Mira and Toa are attacking the Titan X right now. Would you mind coming over to help with it?
Alright, there we go.
Nice.
Now, if you remember the movie, this is the part where Frieza makes the planet just to cease. The planet is no more Earth. Earth, it just goes. The Earth is. It's. No more Earth. But never mind, we just can just make Earth come back. And now Earth is back. And I had to fight them for the 20th time, but this is the last time.
Yikes, that was close. It almost wiped out the entire planet. Thanks. You're the best.
You will not be getting another try at that little trick.
You did it. Earth is safe and sound. Still in. Still powered up. Go and help Goku and my dad. This power will make beating Saiyan 8 near.
Alright, there we go.
That's right. Shall we get on with our revenge?
I don't think it'll be that easy.
This time, I'll make sure you don't come back.
What a surprise.
No, you don't get to use your supernova.
They're much wrong.
I know how that move works. I used it a lot.
Goku and Vegeta in their current states will have a hard time with this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, there we go.
Good.
Yes, the Earth has survived another day. Okay, so now this is basically the filler episode of this part. Basically training with Whis.
Give them all you've got. Understood?
Oh dear. Do take it easy, alright? That won't do. Such speed will simply not suffice. Look at that. An autograph.
Don't drag on my head.
It suits you well, Lord Beerus.
It's not coming off. You use permanent ink. I'm gonna go wash this off.
If you're as slow as he is, I'll drop pupils on your eyelids for you.
Alright, that's the filler episode done. Bardock. Who could have predicted this? Oh, he grabbed me. Mass Saiyan turned out to be Bardock. Who could have predicted this? Oh, he grabbed me.
Simply
That's rude.
tracing our steps would eventually lead
Who
you
could have seen this coming? The guy that looked like Goku was Goku's dad.
It looks like that tool
Why
is
did you
the
grab
tool
him?
of our time.
I'm trying to punch him.
No.
Mira, tell me, how many times have we fought? This time there will be no end. This time we will end this.
Yes, we will.
Trunks. Stronger than ever.
Where's Mira? There he is.
And that's one of Majin Buu's offspring, isn't it? Quite impressive. Mira, these two have quite a lot of energy. It would be very fitting for their energy to help revive the demon man.
Alright, there we go.
Nice.
Well, you say that, but in terms of a speedrun, it still felt like 20 minutes anyway. Because it was entirely unnecessary, so I think by our standards it fits.
What the?
Alright, so now I'm fighting my character from the first game.
That must be how Toa got her information from the time control.
Oh, she didn't put up a fight, Jesus Christ.
Good.
Alright, so now we're going back to the storyline of the first game. Like, we're straight up in the first game right now. Because Towa destroyed the Dragon Balls on the first game. So now I have to stop her from doing that in the first game. This is the first game overworld that I'm fighting in right now.
How did you follow me this far? Erasing the Dragon Balls from history. That should have changed the outcome of our battles. It should have changed everything. Wiping out even memories. My plans are all ruined. You really know how to make me angry.
I know how you did it, but now I know what point in history you're trying to change. I won't let you vandalize this place anymore.
Don't you dare, you're not gonna heal in my presence. And now this is the last fight of the base game, but not of the run. There are still 2 more fights that I have to do on this run, but this is where the New Game Plus would end.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
Can you read me? It looks like we've made a connection somehow. This age is completely under Toa's command. We're unable to go and help. This will be your final battle. Use the power within to save the universe.
Inconceivable. How can you have Mira on the defensive?
You're just what I needed. A weaker opponent wouldn't do.
Mira. You're laughing? Mira. What is that power you hold? I never granted you such abilities as this. I can't believe this. This far exceeds my calculations.
As I floated between dimensions, put a lot of thought into what it was I was missing.
Oh, by the way, at this point, I also have plot armor. He can literally just wail on me all day and I lose no health. Which is really fun.
A being like me, born
You know, for once we both have the plot armor.
I can no longer call myself the strongest, because this fight will take me to a whole new level.
Look out! You're overheating! You're going past your limit! You have to stop, Mira. It's too dangerous!
This is still going.
He can't hear me. If he doesn't stop, his core will overload and destroy this universe. Maybe I should just run. No! There's no telling how large this explosion might be. If it's able to tear through dimensions and breaks through this
It's gonna walk
then
away.
we're poached! You there! If you don't stop Mira soon, then we'll all go up in smoke! I'll lend you my aid! Just hurry and put an end to Mira's recklessness!
Alright, there we go. We're still not done.
How did you get there? Whis did me a favor and sent me in. I'm glad I finally get to repay the debt I owe you. This time I'm the one coming to the rescue.
I can scarcely believe the power coursing through me. There's no creator ordering me around. This must be what it feels to be. The only desire I have left is to defeat you with my own hands. You've drawn out so much of your latent power. I respect you for that.
That is why I must beat you.
This is impossible. That sort of power just shouldn't exist. Goku, can you hear me? Use the transmission to get out of there.
Lighten up, old man. I don't know about all that timeline mumbo-jumbo, but I do know that this guy is ridiculously tough. But I don't see that as a reason not to fight.
Alright, we're almost done.
Nice.
What?
Now I just have to skip through all the endings and stuff, so I can do the last 2 fights.
Thanks, Whis. You really...
Now I hope you are ready for I just hope you guys are ready for like a really like a speed whiplash, because we're going from fast to a crippled slug. Because these last 2 fights, I don't play as my character. I play as a character of the game. And they hit like flies. It's not even funny how little damage you do with these characters. So, yeah. Hope you're ready. Now I'm playing as Bardock.
I had no idea you were so powerful. Defeating you will be proof of my strength. What is this? You still want to fight me?
There's nobody around to get in our way. Seems like the perfect opportunity to me. Do you temper with my body? You will regret having made me stronger. I'll give you the very strength I got from you. Prepare yourself.
He's gonna hit me with that and it's gonna hurt like hell. Yeah, there it is.
Over here! Strange. No matter how much he's powered up, I never expected he'd be able to hold out this long.
This monster. He keeps increasing his power as he's fighting. I've barely even begun to get angry yet.
But now he's Super Saiyan. This is basically fan service. It's gonna happen again. No.
I had no idea you were so powerful.
Defeating you will be the definitive proof of my strength. Proof for who? That Toa woman? So that's your reason for fighting? You're a lot dumber than I thought. What did you say? You're strong. I'll give you that. To you.
And now he's Super Saiyan 2.
Is this strength? power in the room, not you. Put all your trust in numbers. You really are dumber than I thought.
And now he's Super Saiyan 3. Because this is fan service. The Bardock is cool trademark. Alright, that was the Bardock one. And there's another one. And it's even more annoying. But this is the last fight of the run, at least.
Wow.
Mira, it seems like...
Oh yeah, I can skip this, I have to.
Yeah.
It is.
What does everyone else...
Maybe the power with such a fear when you think.
Yeah, if that...
Right.
Thanks.
There we go. So now we're in the final fight of the run. This is... whatchamacallit, this is Future Gohan. After... like after you you abandon him in the main story, Trunks goes back to help him here. He's incredibly useless.
Gohan, you're alive.
But I'm basically
Fix that soon enough.
basically this
Kill
fight.
him now. Use your full power.
The last time we fought, I barely even used half of my true power.
And this time you're outnumbered 2 to 1. You don't stand a chance.
I can see that. But there's no way I'm pulling back. Trunks? What are you doing here? Sorry. Made up my mind. I can't abandon Gohan, not now.
What's the meaning of this? Is that the same little brat from before?
I don't know what kind of trick you pulled, but growing a few inches won't be enough to save you.
Don't be so sure about that. Ending this. Like a run! Is that all? Trunks! Run! If you die, we lose everything! I'm not running anywhere! I won't leave you behind a second time! But how? How could I... lose to such pathetic animals? I hope you finally come to understand the significance of many years of practice and training. Dad, please, lend me your strength. Strength to end this battle for good.
It'd be cool if Trunks' AI did anything. Because all he does is get hit. Oh, well, there's one done.
Where are you looking? Where are you looking? Where are you looking?
I can beat these terrible androids.
Don't get ideas above your station. I'll destroy you in an instant.
Krillin,
Alright, get ready on time because I'm almost done with this fight.
I'll avenge all of you.
Alright, time. There we go.
Nice! Your time with Gohan is really showing.
It's over.
So that was all time patrols. Basically story mode without like 80% of the story.
There was certainly something. I would say we.
Hello everyone. I'm back to Xenoverse 2. I switched characters because there's this other category. I made this character specifically for this category. It plays differently from my main one. I don't shoot any beams. I mostly punch and kick for maximum damage, and it's the same concept as the previous run. I just go in here and I pick the last two sections of this list. So just like before, time begins when I gain control in the first fight. So I'll let you do the countdown when it is doable. There's some cutscenes that I need to skip. So these time patrols are like the DLC, and they take place in the tournament against Xenoverse 6 Saga and the Samasu Saga. It's like seven fights overall, but they're like really long.
Hey, why is it?
So you just have to skip cutscenes until I get like the fight begin screen, and you can do the countdown.
It's a
Alright, I think we're good. Okay, we're good to start the countdown now. Are you doing the countdown or am I doing it?
All right. I would say free. I mean, I can do it if you want to.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
I'll take care of Kaba. Frost is yours.
So you're my opponent. I've never seen one of your kind before. Fascinating. I would love to use this chance to know all about you. It is most unfortunate that we lose opponents.
Also, because these fights take place like after the main story, the AI is like it actually does stuff.
He looks like Frieza, but his behavior couldn't
Which is annoying because sometimes I can delete them and sometimes they just do this and it's really annoying.
Hiding some kind of needle in his right hand. Nothing gets past these eyes.
You're right! Frost is disqualified for breaking the rules!
But why? You're the hero who risked his life to save strangers from space pirates. Why would you cheat?
Oh, that's simply Frost's true nature. He is secretly the leader of the notorious space pirates after all.
Alright, there we go. Frost is finally down. And that was, oh yeah, that was it. I need to fight Frost. This one takes like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Okay, so at this point, Hit is introduced. I think I have to fight both Kaba and Hit. This is... Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
So this is Hit, huh?
Yeah, I have to focus on
Shown
Hit.
any of his real skills, has he?
Indeed.
I
He
think.
is the most powerful
Maybe not.
Greek man in
I don't remember.
Universe 6.
I wonder how strong he is when he goes all out. Wow! It sure is a huge universe!
No, yeah, no, I do. I do need to get Hit to a certain threshold so Vegeta can do dialogue. So this is the part where Vegeta forces Kaba into going Super Saiyan. No, stay away from me. No, go away.
To save my family back home on planet Sadala.
Begging for favors from your opponent in the middle of a tournament? You dare call yourself a Saiyan?
Father, that attack was just...
Just gonna let my stamina recharge over here.
Vegeta. I hope he remembers that killing will get him disqualified.
I give...
Fool! If you give up now, I'll kill you!
Very well. I'll end this fight.
I'll destroy planet Sadal myself. I'll slaughter your family and everyone you care about.
Alright, there we go. So now... So now at this point Kaba is a Super Saiyan. I still can't do anything about it. I have to wait.
Test yourself against that. Well, it's time for me to move on to my real.
And now Vegeta is blue. And at this point I'm fighting Kaba suddenly. I don't know what this is about, but I have to kill Kaba now, so...
So this is Super Saiyan. The power of Loki. An intense anger. Vegeta, he was only saying those horrible things to stir up these feelings in me. I'll remember what he taught me. And fight with everything I have! No matter what race you are, I won't go easy on you!
I'm gonna kick you! He didn't let me kick him! Can't believe this man.
Wasn't there one more fighter on the other team?
Yes, but I'm afraid Magetta withdrew.
Huh?
Apparently, Trumpa called him a rust bucket earlier. He lost his will to fight and went home. He's a metal man, after all, and they can be quite sensitive. They...
Alright, there we go.
Looks like I...
Hit! He's a tough one! He's Vegeta!
Vegeta and Kaba are both down! Monica from Xenoverse 7, please enter the arena.
Monica, it's your turn! So, you're the strongest in our universe, right? I'm looking forward to seeing you fight.
Oh, seems he's fainted from all the excitement.
So, it looks like it's down to just you and me now. What are you? A child's toy? Well, I'm a hitman, so don't assume you can play fight with me. Looks like I'm being underestimated here.
Goku, just get in there and fight. Monica has to go last.
Why? Is it really that important for Monica to be the last fighter?
Of course.
No, this is another custom character, but I just built it specifically for this.
Things excited.
But they're down to their last fighter! It would be super disappointing if it just ended now.
Let me worry about that.
What's happening? His power level went up even further. He's grown stronger. Even in this short time, he's actually grown stronger.
Okay, so at this point, both Kaba and Frost come back.
Kaba and Frost have jumped into the ring!
Why? What the heck? What's gotten into you?
Stop that! You had your turn in there and you lost.
All right, let's jump in, Monica. That'll make it 3 on 3. If the fighters agree to it, then it's not against the rules. Now, old-fashioned battle royale! Yes, that's the spirit. Come on, Monica, let's go. It isn't over yet.
Referee, Monica withdraws.
Huh? What are you saying, Lord Beerus?
One-on-one matches are fine, but in a brawl like this, Monica would kill everyone.
Aw, that won't be right.
Hey, listen up! Just get in there and win! Got that?
Lord Beerus, won't that be a bit difficult?
Shut up! It'll be fine!
It isn't over yet.
Let me guess.
It isn't over yet.
Oh dear, you caught the cold, Lord Beerus.
I think someone's talking behind my
Like this is the most active AI you'll find in this game. It's incredibly annoying.
I thought my time skip was unbeatable. Very well. If you grow stronger, then I too shall grow stronger along with you. Well then, I would like to see how far you can follow me on my journey into infinity.
Well, that's too bad. I was doing my best to improve so that...
Yeah, they're longer because the dialogue takes 20 years longer.
Here goes. Takayo Ken. Saving this.
He wanted to use that on me?
Is that a tinge of fear I'm sensing in you?
Of course not.
What am I doing?
To his old self again. Hurry up and finish him off.
It isn't over yet.
Oh, it looks like
It isn't over yet.
We're almost done with this arc. Just need to get it low enough for the game to tell me that I win. Alright, there we go.
Looks like
So now I just have to skip more cutscenes until I can actually pick the rest of the game.
Well then.
Alright, so now I'm in the Zamasu arc. There's more cutscenes that I need to skip.
You can see.
what is
is this place? Trunks. There you are.
So here's Goku Black.
Goku.
So you're Black. I hear you're pretty strong. Come on, show me what you got.
Of course. It would be an honor. I've been wanting to fight you this long.
Black. Wait. How did you get here?
The same way you did. Seems like we took some route, didn't we? Perhaps. And I don't know. You called me here to kill you.
He's got a time ring, which means that if you are careful, he could follow you anywhere through space-time. You need to wear him down enough that he won't be able to pursue you immediately. Then you need to come straight back.
By the way, who are you? Did you come with Trunks from the future?
You look an awful lot like Boo, but you're a friend, I think.
Splendid. This baby is strong. So strong.
God, the AI is incredibly useless. It's not even funny how useless the AI is. Well, I mean, no, they're really good at ruining my runs, but other than that, they're useless. Like, they're always swooping and cancel my combos, and then when I get my shit kicked in, they won't do anything, and it's very annoying.
As a reward, I have something to show you.
Well, what do you think of this color?
Alright, so now Goku Black has the pink hair.
It would be Rosé. You should learn when to quit. Super Saiyan Rosé Goku Black. Super Saiyan Rosé Goku Black? Yes, indeed. I have finally made Goku's power entirely my own. You should feel honored, Goku. For now, you shall achieve the zenith of beauty. I don't got the slightest clue what you're talking about. Of course, my eloquence would be lost on the
Well, now I have to wait for the game to let me leave again.
Why do I even bother? My will, my beauty, indeed. My very being.
It's especially aggravating because this dialogue is legitimately obnoxious to sit through.
The whole universe. Yeah, this guy's definitely a real creep. Hmm? My time ring is acting up again. I knew there was something familiar about you. What wonderful fortune!
Shut the hell up and listen! I'm the one you're fighting here!
Oh, you still don't understand. Your part in this is long over. You should learn when to call it quits. You earn no more money.
What did you just say?
I think it is. So I'm trying not to get hit, but I'm pretty sure it is. I think the only time where that's not the case is in the final battle in the main game.
Appetizer. Father! Now it is time to relish the main course and reach even grander heights.
That's enough. I will no longer suffer your irresponsible action. Did you forget our deal? I am to be the one to finish off Goku.
That's him. That's Zamasu.
Leave Zamasu to Goku and the others. You two do what you can to stop Black.
Goku and Trunks were lucky enough to get away, and Mai came to rescue Vegeta. Well, looks like that little bit of history is patched up.
Find an opening and come on back. Just remember that they have time rings.
Oh, that only took 20 years. Yeah, there's a reason why this 8 fight run takes 30 minutes. When the whole main game takes like an hour, you know?
This doesn't look good. Black and Zamasu both have that strange energy. Goku and Vegeta are... Oh no!
They've been defeated already? Don't worry. Your partner can take care of rescuing Goku and Vegeta.
You need to go with Trunks now to hold off Goku, Black, and Zamasu.
The world was beautiful, but it is now stained with the ugliness of humanity. We shall cleanse it and bring beauty back to the world.
That, of course, is our Zero Mortal plan.
What the hell are you talking about? All you're doing is senseless slaughter!
Oh, really? You see, I would argue that your sins are far more severe than ours.
Sins?
How many times have you jaunted into battle? We know what you've done. A mere human breaking one of the gods' taboos again and again.
Trunks, you saved Goku's life, even though he was supposed to die of a heart virus. Tisk, tisk. If he had died as he was fated, I would never have had to seek out this body.
The one who created this world is you. Don't you see, Trunks? It is nothing less than human pride that brought us here.
I only wanted to save him!
Time is the realm of the gods alone. The only thing awaiting one who has trespassed into that realm is a swift death sentence. Are you listening, human?
You can call me a criminal if you want. But I've a sentence of my own for you, Black.
What?
This can't be. What is that power? What? I mean, who are you? You're pretty unusual, aren't you? I'm very grateful for your help. But stopping those two is my job. You head back to my father's time and find a way to defeat us.
Hold on! Please hang in there a little longer. Your partner is coming to help Goku and Vegeta.
So now I have to do the whole thing again, where I have to get him low enough for the thing to trigger. I already got Zamasu low enough, now I need to get Black low enough. But you know, they just keep spamming their shit. It's impossible to do anything.
Is it over? Thank goodness. Your partner was able to get Goku and Vegeta back to the time machine safely.
That's great!
Oh yeah, there's a reason why I built so much stamina on this character, just so I can have... I basically have the... I basically have this much stamina just so I can actually avoid the amount of spam that the game throws at me when I can't do anything about it.
It's you!
Hey, you guys remember Turles? There he is.
It's been a while. Turnus? What is he doing there? Did he come through that rift Goku Blackbeard with that weird side? Is that a rift in time? But it goes in space-time like that. These time rings mustn't ever be used for such bold mischief.
My, this is an unexpected chance. Now I can finally have my revenge on you.
I don't know who this guy is, but he doesn't seem to like you very much, does he? You look so similar, but you still quarrel. How shameful. Wiping out humanity really would be a service to you. Hey, you look just like me too. Don't be absurd. You're a mortal and I am a god. The rules are different.
Well then, I guess I'll take this opportunity to pare down the number of similar faces.
Huh?
What's the problem, Kakarot?
And no more waiting.
Just drop something.
Please, please, please don't tell me Goku has dropped the
We need
button
all the
for
exposition.
knowledge, you know? What an idiot! Zamasu has used the Dragon Balls to become immortal. Zeno is our only hope. He's the only one who has the power to stop him now.
Pay attention! This isn't the time to worry about that.
I guess you're right. Forget it.
You fool! How could you?
You're strong. Too strong for just me. But I'm not the only one you should be worried about.
What?
And now all the movie characters are in the game.
Just how many more timelines is that connected to anyway?
It looks like you're rather unpopular. I shall show you the ultimate apex. The tippy top. Crap! Move it! I don't have time to deal with you.
One down.
Take this! I wonder how long you'll last. I wonder how long you'll last.
Just gonna chill here for a second to recover all my stamina from that. That's another reason why I have a big stamina bar as well. You saw how I just tanked through all that.
I'll destroy this entire planet!
Alright, there we go.
Looks like
Okay, we're almost there. We're on the final fight.
I am justice given form. I am the world. Now venerate the most noble, most splendid, immortal, and supremely powerful god, Zamasu! I can feel it. Two powers merging together in my one body.
So now Zamasu fused with Goku Black, which is Zamasu, I should mention. So there's two of them. This fight also has two phases.
This is true justice!
Trunks, protect Mama and mine! Yes!
Hey, what is this? Did you have something to tell me?
What I was going to say, that fool Goku dropped the bomb to call Zeno.
Listen well, for I am the sun that lights this world, and that light shall be known as justice. I, Zamasu, am
Alright, now we wait for the second phase to start.
and the power of the universe. Be gone from where my light shines. The Zero Mortal plan starts today. It will be complete when all remaining life has been extinguished. A perfect world shall begin.
What are you saying?
Your head is swollen enough, Zamasu! I'll bring it back down to size!
Foolish mortal. The time has come to open the earth and wash everything away. Rejoice, for the world of gods is at hand.
Wow. I don't have the slightest clue what he's talking about.
Alright, there we go. So now his
The balance between his soul and his body is collapsing.
now he's like corrupted because you know the thing is Goku Black is Zamasu in Goku's body, which means it's a god in a mortal's body. So you know you basically fuse the power of two gods, but with only half the body that can handle it. So that's why he's like gross on one half.
Who you are. I thought I had destroyed the gods. But my work was incomplete. Tell your masters this. When I am done, you.
His hitbox also doesn't work, so throwing a little ball at it misses like half the time.
Come back immediately. I have a new job for you. That's a big idea. Keep an eye on things here. I know it's hard, but you can do it.
This can't be! Vegeta, we need to work together. We need to fuse as well. It's Patara time. Don't make me laugh.
Oh yeah, more waiting by the way. I hit the threshold, so I can't do any more damage.
Vegeta, if we don't fuse and combine our powers, we don't stand a chance of beating that guy. You understand that too, right?
Damn it! Fine, I'll put up with your crap for 1 hour!
Alright!
Who are you?
Since the two of you
No, Vegito Blue isn't the game.
I'm the fusion between Vegeta and Kakarot.
He's there, I guess.
It's useless. Now, let's settle this.
That's what I like it. History is almost back where it used to be.
This can't be!
Evil shall perish.
And yeah, if it's not clear by now, this part of the run is RNG, and basically you have to hope he doesn't spam his like invincible moves a million times. Yeah, for example that. You know, he loves spamming that.
I can do this too, you know. Oh, does that hurt? Aren't you supposed to be immortal?
Yes, I am immortal, and I cannot be defeated. I shall defeat you, eradicate you now, and bring about the dawn of an endless age that can never be tainted.
You sure about that? After all, you're not immortal anymore, and you won't be able to wipe out all of humanity. Haven't you realized?
Alright, time. Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention, but there's time right there.
I have nothing left to teach. Go to hell!
So yeah, running this category either goes really well or it goes awful. There's no in between.
I mean, it was quite good. I enjoyed it, except the dialogue section, but I guess, you know, that's just the game.
Yeah, it's...
Way to go, Trunks!
I hate this about this game, the fact that you can't skip the dialogue anyway, you just have to sit there.
Yeah, that must be annoying for runs, and it's not like you can, you know, take a little break and get something to drink.
Yeah, no, because my health bar is still a thing.
Yeah, and that's I guess the most annoying part about this. Well, is there anything you want to say still, or can we already?
Yeah, just one thing. I just thank you for hanging out and watching this. It's fun to it's good to have an excuse to play this game outside of grinding, just for money and stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's true. It was great to see a Dragon Ball game in this marathon. I'm glad we had you here.
Oh, I'm glad you guys let me in.
I would say till the next time, and we head over to